Right now at 10, it is a hero's welcome for these troops in the Wisconsin National Guard.
You made your states, your communities, and your families very proud.
See some of the emotional reunions this afternoon at Volk Field. And a dozen people hurt after a shooting inside a mall.
This is still early. We don't believe this was random.
We'll hear from some South Carolina police on what they know so far. Plus, a Dane County staple is back on the Capitol Square.
A little chilly, but it's Wisconsin. We don't, if it's April and it's not snowing, that's kind of a victory.
Hear from some customers at the farmers market and its return for its 50th year in Madison. That's all coming up at 10. Well, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Dozens of soldiers and their families are reuniting just in time for Easter. At Volk Fields, dozens of people were able to be on the tarmac, and while the conditions outside were a little cold, the soldiers' reception was warm. Tahalil Mahadin was there and has much more on their journey.
It's a big welcome home for the 107th Maintenance Company in Wisconsin's Army National Guard.
It's been a really long time. It feels like forever.
Loved ones reuniting at Volk Field after almost a year apart.
It feels like a piece of me is back.
Almost 150 soldiers glad to be back home.
It's hard living the double life. You get your civilian side and your military side, so it's nice to get back to the civilian side.
Getting a special thanks from their commander-in-chief.
On behalf of our state, we owe you a tremendous debt of gratitude for your selflessness and your service.
Returning from a mission to Eastern Europe that took a turn they didn't plan for.
When we sent you off from that football field in Sparta last spring, I'm not sure that we expected the events over the past several months as the situation deteriorated into a war in Ukraine.
But we're ready to take on nonetheless.
It was tense at first, but then you just settle into it and you understand this is a situation you're in and you just work through it.
Relying on one another to keep going.
Just knowing that we had a mission to do, and I was blessed with a great group of guys and girls to accomplish that mission.
That was Tahalil Mahadin reporting. The 107th unit served in Poland, Lithuania, and Romania. Happening today, the Dane County Farmers Market is finally back in the heart of downtown Madison. The market opened for its 50th season today on the Capitol Square. After being off of the square for much of the past 2 years, vendors and customers are excited to once again get a chance to interact.
I really like seeing this many people out because during COVID, I feel like we couldn't all gather in this way. And so I think it's great being super close to everyone again and seeing everyone excited to buy local product.
The market will be back on the square almost every single Saturday from now until November. Okay, meteorologist Dana Fulton is outside and has your certified most accurate forecast. And were you at the farmers market this morning, Dana?
I was, and it was really wonderful to be outside if you were in the sun. But if you got into the shade, it was a little chilly at times for us. But that's April in Wisconsin. Temperatures well below average for us, though, for afternoon highs in the low 40s. This time of year, we should really be sitting in the mid to upper 50s. Overnight lows early today in the upper 20s, and we're expecting temps to fall to a pretty similar level for us overnight, as we do have a mostly clear sky right now. We're sitting close to 36 in Janesville, 34 in Mineral Point, and 33 in Madison. Skies are clear, some light flurries well to the northeast near Green Bay. Overall, our Doppler track should stay quiet for us tonight and for the start of Easter Sunday. It does look like later in the evening, though, and heading into Monday morning, our next event starts to build in. So enjoy the drier weather. Tomorrow it'll be mostly cloudy in the afternoon. Temperatures in the mid-40s for afternoon highs, so another chilly day expected for Easter. But again, we're keeping an eye on some mixed precipitation, maybe even some snow accumulation for Monday. We'll take a closer look at that in just a few minutes, Brad.
All right, thanks so much, Dana. Make sure you know the temp tomorrow before leaving your home by downloading our First Warn Forecast weather app. Remember, it's free and available in the App Store. New developments tonight in a story we first told you about at 6. At least a dozen people are hurt after a shooting this afternoon in South Carolina. This happened inside a mall in the capital city of Columbia. 10 of the victims were hit by gunfire, but officers say that no one has died. Police say that they've arrested 3 people, but right now they are not calling them suspects.
This is still early. We don't believe this was random. I think that's very important in situations like this. We believe that the individuals that were armed knew each other, and there was some type of conflict that occurred that resulted in gunfire.
The victims range in age from 15 to 73 years old. UW-Madison police are upping their patrols tonight after a reported armed robbery near the UW campus. No one is in jail after last night's incident. It happened at a Walgreens on East Campus Mall. There was another reported robbery near campus earlier yesterday, but police have not said if they're connected. Next tonight at 10, incredible new video out of Virginia showing a home exploding overnight. This video comes from a neighbor's doorbell camera. 2 people were hurt. They're both in critical condition. Officials say they do not believe the explosion is suspicious. Easter services are being moved at a Chicago church after the building was destroyed in a fire. The blaze broke out last night just hours after their Good Friday services. No one was hurt, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. To the crisis in Ukraine, Russia is intensifying its attacks this week. This comes after Ukraine sunk a Russian warship. Cole Higgins has the latest on what Ukrainian officials are calling a hostile situation.
Gunfire and explosions disperse a crowd of peaceful protesters in Russian-held Energodar Saturday, and disturbing video from outside Kyiv. Bodies are strewn across the streets of Bucha, a village on the outskirts of the Ukrainian capital. After about 5 weeks of near constant fighting, Ukrainians have retaken the town from retreating Russians.
The withdrawal is slow but noticeable. Somewhere they are expelled with battles, somewhere they leave positions on their own.
More welcome news for the Ukrainian people. More than 4,000 civilians were evacuated on Saturday, including more than 1,000 from the besieged southeastern city of Mariupol. And satellite images show Russia's military abandoning a strategic airport outside of Kyiv, which they captured on the first day of the war.
Don't trust the de-escalation a la Putin, because this would be words without deeds. And if Putin just regrouping.
The Pentagon announcing this week an additional $300 million in security assistance to Ukraine. The new package including equipment such as drones, armored vehicles, and ammunition. Germany has also approved the delivery of 56 combat tanks to Ukraine, according to the German Defense Ministry.
We are supporting also from Germany with weapons. But it's in Putin's hands because he's the one who started the war without any reason, and it's just now his responsibility to end the war.
And take a look at this. A Ukrainian rabbi spent the final hours yesterday before the start of Passover at a cemetery. Before he could mark the Jewish people's escape from slavery in Egypt, he was burying a man who was gunned down by Russian bullets. The rabbi says he's encouraging people in Ukraine to keep fighting during the holiday.
I say for them that please be strong, believe God, and we'll see the miracles.
No family attended yesterday's burial, and the rabbi says he did not know where they were. Other big national headlines tonight, a group of Starbucks workers are trying to unionize in Portland, Oregon. Today's rally was held to support workers' efforts to unionize. A caravan stopped by stores in several parts of the city. Some community members joined the rallies despite not even working for Starbucks. They say they just wanted to show their support.
We're living in a time where the little man is finally speaking up, and it shows that without us, you know, big companies, big corporations can make it, regardless of like where you work, Amazon, Starbucks. You know, there's a movement going, and I hope everyone catches up to it.
Last month, a Starbucks location on East Main Street in Madison became the first one in the city to announce their plans to petition for a union.
Patrick, Patrick, Patrick.
Protesters marched again through Grand Rapids, Michigan today to protest the deadly shooting of 26-year-old Patrick Leoya. He was shot and killed by a Grand Rapids officer on April 4th. Police released video of the shooting earlier this week. One officer is on paid administrative leave. The county DA hasn't decided if the officer will face charges. And it was an emotional day at Ohio Stadium. Before the Buckeye spring game, they held a moment of silence for Dwayne Haskins. Players also wore the number 7 decal, and a DH was painted on the field. The former Buckeyes quarterback was killed last week in South Florida. He was just 24 years old. Coming up next at 10, find out why your Lucky Charms may not be so lucky. And airport traffic is up this spring break, but so are COVID cases. So what does that mean for our pandemic recovery? Plus a wild moment on the court to open the NBA playoffs, and it didn't even involve the basketball. We're going to explain after the break.
1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Vote for your favorites online, including Don's Home Furniture, Best Home Accessories, Best Outdoor Living. Vote Don's Home Furniture today at madisonmagazine.com.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Ever notice how stiff clothes can feel rough on your skin? For softer clothes that are gentle on your skin, try Downy Free and Gentle. Downy will soften your clothes without dyes or perfumes. The towel washed with Downy is softer and gentler on your skin. Try Downy Free and Gentle.
King C. Gillette is a complete lineup of tools and facial hair care products. This is the Style Master, designed to style your stubble in one stroke. A pivoting metal head that defines every edge, and 3 comb lengths for added versatility. One tool that helps you choose, change, and master your style. King C. Gillette.
And I walked right into U.S. Cellular and I said I want to choose any phone in here for free.
What'd he say?
He's unsure. Really nice guy. I had my pick of any phone from any brand, free, even the newest ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the big screen?
Yeah.
Big storage?
Yeah.
Fits in your pocket?
Fits in my pocket. Yeah, it's a big phone, and that's what I wanted, and I got what I wanted.
At U.S. Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Vote for your favorites online, including Salvatore's Tomato Pies, Best Pizza. There's pizza, and then there's Sal's. 4 locations to serve you. Vote Salvatore's Tomato Pies today at madisonmagazine.com.
1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Sunday morning, we'll have a look at how Easter is different this year, from celebrations to price hikes.
And Easter Sunday is going to be bringing in some showers late at nights. We'll have your forecast from 6:30 to 8 Sunday morning.
Ukraine sinks a Russian warship, but how are they preparing for new troop buildups? Plus, the war's effect on global food supplies. We speak with the Ukrainian foreign minister. And could U.S. inflation keep climbing? Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan Sunday on CBS.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
And a fan will be removed as a result of that action. A crazy moment today to start the NBA playoffs. That action was this fan chaining herself to a basket in the middle of the T-Wolves and Grizzlies game. She was wearing a shirt saying that the T-Wolves owner roasts animals alive. Minnesota owner Glenn Taylor owns a factory egg farm. This is not the first time we've seen something like this week. On Tuesday, a Wolves fan glued her hand on the court before she was removed. Check your pantry for Lucky Charms. The FDA is investigating the cereal after dozens of customers reportedly got sick. Officials say that they've received more than 100 complaints so far this year, including nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting. In a statement today, the FDA said it takes seriously any reports of a food that may also cause illness or injury. More health news tonight. The Madison School District is extending their indoor mask mandate. The decision came down last night. Students, staff, and district workers will need to wear a mask inside school buildings until at least the first week of May. There's a new COVID test on the market, and all you have to do is breathe. The FDA approved its first COVID breath test this week. Officials say the test spots chemical compounds connected to COVID infections. It gives results in less than just 3 minutes. The FDA still encourages people to confirm positive results with a PCR test. All 72 counties in Wisconsin are seeing low levels of COVID right now. DHS says that a backlog of tests is no longer affecting our state's daily data. Yesterday's numbers showed that the average of nearly 630 new cases each day over the past week. About 5% of tests are coming back positive. The travel rush is on at airports all across the country, and so are the masks. But the busy weekend comes as new daily COVID infections nationwide jump 32%. CBS News' Lilia Luciano reports from Los Angeles.
Spring break travel is almost back to pre-pandemic levels, with millions of flyers facing jam-packed airports, higher prices, and concerns about COVID.
I just try to be as careful as I can.
More than 2 million travelers went through TSA checkpoints Friday, a jump of nearly 55% from 2020. The increased demand is leading to some flight cancellations, with pilot shortages and protests over working conditions.
We have the same concerns and frustrations as the flying public. It leaves us stranded without answers. We are dealing with the angry passengers.
The holiday weekend rush comes as new COVID daily infections nationwide have jumped 32% in a week. And while there's a slight uptick in hospitalizations, health officials remain optimistic.
If things go as we expect, the hospitals will remain quiet, and that's really what the power of the vaccines and the immunity force field is.
Some travelers say they're prepared to deal with airport crowds and COVID.
I wear a mask out in public all the time now, and I'm probably not going to can't stop doing it for a while.
With COVID cases rising, the federal mask mandate for public transportation that was supposed to be lifted on Monday will now be extended for another 2 weeks. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, Los Angeles.
As you heard in that story, many pilots say that exhaustion is on the rise among their ranks, which could pose as a safety risk. Union reps at Southwest and Delta say their team members are more tired and fatigued. Delta's reps say that too many of his pilots are working longer days with shorter nights at home. Southwest says it has a goal of hiring 8,000 new employees this year. In more local news, a group of UW students are raising money this weekend to battle cancer. UW-Madison's Relay for Life group hosted their big event today at Brittingham Park. There were games, performances, music, and ceremonies to honor those who have lost their battle to cancer and commit funding to the next generations of cures. The group started nearly 2 years ago, but organizers say that they are happy they were finally able to gather together. Dana's back now with the forecast, and it's going to be a little chilly outside, it looks like, huh, Dana?
That's the game plan. You noticed in the video from today and at the farmers market, a lot of winter coats, a lot of hats, a lot of gloves. It's been cool outside, and that's thanks to high pressure off to the northwest, bringing in a bit of a north-northwest breeze for us today. As that shifts further east, our winds backing off a little bit overnight, light and variable for us overnight, but we're keeping an eye on our next system right now, brewing off towards the Rockies. That's going to continue to lift east, bringing in our next chance for mixed precipitation late tomorrow night and possibly even some light snow as we look ahead to the start of the work week. Doppler track quiet for us throughout southern Wisconsin. We had some light flurries closer to Green Bay earlier today. We have a mostly clear sky tonight, and that clear sky is going to allow us to cool down just a little bit more for our overnight lows. Plan on temperatures falling to the mid-20s to start off the day tomorrow for our Easter Sunday. In the afternoon, that cloud coverage will build back in with high temperatures landing in the mid-40s. Off to the west later on on in the day. We could see a few isolated showers. That mixed precipitation transitions over to light snowfall, though, late Sunday night into Monday. And we will have minor accumulations to start off the day on Monday. This is just after midnight. You can see temperatures close to freezing. We'll have snowflakes swirling around early on. As we get closer to daybreak in the morning commute, we still have that light snow coming down from the sky. But again, not concerned about a lot of that sticking since temperatures will be right close to freezing for us and not a lot coming down from the sky early in the day on Monday. Mixed precip possible in the afternoon as this continues to clear off to the east before things dry up Monday night heading into Tuesday. As far as accumulation totals go, we're trending under an inch. This is not an event that we have to be concerned about cleaning up, just enough to give us a little bit of a snow globe effect for early in the day on Monday. Chilly temperatures expected until we get closer to average on Wednesday, still a little bit below average though for Wednesday afternoon. For Easter Day, that snow chance builds in again overnight heading into Monday. And then as we look ahead to next weekend, that's the light at the end of the tunnel. We're planning on those temperatures finally getting closer to 70 degrees for us. Now, of course, tomorrow is Easter, and we're hoping that every little bunny out there has a very happy Easter. Temperatures early in the day will be close to freezing. Afternoon temperatures expected to climb up into the 40s. This time of year, though, we should be in the mid to upper 50s for afternoon highs. So it is going to be trending just a bit below average for tomorrow. Mixed precipitation early Monday. We're dry on Tuesday. Temps on Wednesday, again, close to average in the 50s. We finally get into the 60s for Thursday and Friday. And then the 70s building in for us heading into the weekend. That will come along, though, with more scattered showers and thunderstorms with those milder temperatures by next weekend.
I almost forgot what 70 even feels like.
Right. I mean, even today at the farmer's market, there were people walking around in shorts and T-shirts. So people are willing it to be spring, and then it finally is going to be here.
I love that attitude. All right. Thanks so much, Dana. Okay, here's a live look at the Deer District tonight. It's less than 24 hours. The Bucks fans will begin filing in as Milwaukee looks to begin a trip back to the NBA Finals. Gates will open for tomorrow's watch party at 3:30. As for the game against the Bulls, Jordan's got a full preview coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells Dreamboat and Vacay giveaways. On April 16th, you can have a chance to win a trip to Hawaii. Then on April 29th, a chance to win a brand new C-Rate boat. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, your grown-up getaway.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Downy to your wash for all the freshness and softness of home, even when you're not at home. Feel the difference with Downy.
Bother the bugs. Gotcha. Not your family. Zevo is made with essential oils, which attack bugs' biological systems. It gets rid of the bugs, plus is safe for use around people and pets. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
PTI, I need the PDF, COB, AKA EOD. What's the ETA?
ASAP, FYI.
LMK. HBD Gordon. HBDY.
LOL, look at this GIF. It's GIF. FWIW.
ROTFL.
You see my IM?
TLDR.
What?
Too long. Didn't read.
Okay.
We don't need any more acronyms, but we could all use more ways to save.
BMX, YOLO!
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
SMH.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Vote for your favorites online, including Two Men in a Truck, Best Moving Company, Movers Who Care. Vote 2 Men in a Truck today at madisonmagazine.com.
In the military, we call it dereliction of duty. Ron Johnson is supposed to serve Wisconsin. Instead, he served himself. An investigation found Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. That's a dereliction of duty. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
Student literacy rates have been sliding nationwide, but one area school is bucking that trend. Chris Stanford shows you how these students are turning a new page.
I can stay positive, strong, get my work done, and do my job.
Eye on Education, Sunday at 10.
It's Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells Dreamboat and Vacay giveaways. On April 16th, you can have a chance to win a trip to Hawaii. Then on April 29th, a chance to win a brand new C-rate boat. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, your grown-up getaway.
The wait is almost over. In less than 24 hours, the Bucs officially begin their playoff run against their longtime rival, the Bulls. And it's no secret that after having a week off, the Deer are ready. But, I mean, they're not getting ahead of themselves. Yes, they swept the regular season series and have won 16 of their last 17 matchups with Chicago. But the Bucs know anything can happen in the playoffs, so right now it's about focusing on the task at hand, Game 1.
We beat them 4 times, but that's in the past. You know, we got to win one game. And I think what we did really well last year was we took it one game at a time. They're a great team. They have phenomenal players. They got a lot of talent. They're well coached.
Just got to take it step by step. You know, day by day. You can't, look ahead to even the next game, the next series, whatever it is. You have to focus on that possession at a time because that's the only thing that matters.
Brewers coming off a very rough outing, falling 10-1 to the Cardinals last night. But new day, new game, and the Crew has Adrian Hauser on the bump. I mean, he's looking sharp tonight. Goes 5 2/3, only allows 1 run on 4 hits with 4 strikeouts. On the offensive side, though, Brewers' bats are ice cold. But that's until Victor Caratini steps into the batter's box. Absolutely crushes this ball. His first homer as a Brewer. That cuts the lead in half. But that's where the rally ends. The Cards win this one 2-1. It didn't take long for Wisconsin's softball to find its groove again. And their return to Goodman Diamond, the Badgers topped Michigan State 3-2 in that series opener, looking to make it 2 straight wins over the Spartans. The Badgers strike first. With runners in scoring position, Allie Miklesh pops one up, and it's dropped. So 1 run will score, and I mean, she's just getting started this afternoon. Second inning, bases loaded, 2 outs on a full count. Miklesh rips one up the middle. There's an error in the outfield. That allows a bases clearing triple. It's a 5 RBI day for Miklesh as Wisconsin wins 8-4. They're gonna go for that series sweep tomorrow. First pitch is at 1. It's been a productive spring for Wisconsin football. The Badgers finishing up week 4 of practices, and they're about to enter the final stretch. At this point, Paul Chris appreciates the way his guys are approaching each day, but that doesn't mean they're finished yet. Chris saying today there's still plenty to clean up during these practices, and that he wants the players to maximize each session since it helps them for what's to come.
When you come out of spring ball, you gotta, as a player, you put yourself in a position to be in a role. Not that the roles are finalized by any means, but you put yourself in a position and you put yourself in a spot where you get more reps or you don't get as many reps. And so you just gotta keep going on it, and no matter what you're doing, you gotta continue to work on it.
All right, are you ready for some NBA playoffs tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I obviously can't imagine how the players are feeling because I know they've been waiting all week, but I've been, with all the hype and anticipation, I'm ready for it to start. Tip-off 5:30. We're going to have plenty of coverage of this, of the playoff run once again, so... Yeah?
Yeah, and we get that Deer District camp back. It's going to be nice getting that back out there.
Feel that energy once again.
Good memories.
Yes, good memories, definitely.
Thanks so much, Jordan. We're going to be right back after this break.
For over 30 years, Denver Mattress has been improving the sleeping lives of millions, one night at a time. And right now, check out the Summit Eurotop for only $332.49, plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Did you know there are surfaces in your home that look clean, but a closer look shows there are often layers of invisible dirt left behind? Try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser for a deep down hygienic clean. Magic Eraser removes the messes you can see, as well as more of the dirt and grime you don't. All you do is wet, squeeze, and start erasing dirt and grime all around the house. And try Magic Eraser Sheets for a deep clean in hard-to-reach places that you can toss when you're done. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser for a deep-down hygienic clean all around the house.
Don't get stuck with internet and TV that costs more and does less. Set yourself free with Spectrum and get it all from one provider. Get Spectrum Internet with enough speed for all your devices all at once with speeds of 200 megabits.
Whoa, that's fast.
Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep you safe online. Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. And don't get stuck with the same old TV. Multiply your screens. Spectrum TV with a free Spectrum TV app lets you watch here, there, and everywhere. Stream live TV, sports, news, and more on any device. Plus, access up to 85,000 on-demand titles. Get Spectrum TV from $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Pick and choose the services you need. Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each. All with no contracts. Call 833-605-4999.
This is Iowa. We just haven't been properly introduced. Say hello to the place where rolling hills meets low bills, where our fields, inside and out, are always growing, and where the fun is just getting started. This is Iowa. So, when are you coming to see us?
For over 30 years, Denver Mattress has been improving the sleeping lives of millions, one night at a time. And right now, check out the Summit Eurotop for only $332.49, plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
All right, it's a special anniversary for pandas at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. 2 giant pandas arrived at the zoo from China 50 years ago today. To mark the anniversary, the zoo's 2 pandas enjoyed some fruitsicles, cakes, which, I mean, those things look immaculate.
Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. We didn't get a fruitsicle cake today, so I'm pretty jealous. Look at how happy they are.
Oh, they're perfect. I mean, this is also the most news story ever.
Yes, this is great.
You know.
Right.
Fantastic way to end this broadcast. Yes.
This is perfect.
We could just watch the video.
Yeah.
Really. But we will give a quick update on the forecast, guys.
All right.
It is, thank you. It's going to be a little cool outside again tomorrow. Temperatures in the mid-40s for afternoon highs. The chance for some late mixed precipitation or light snow expected for us late Sunday night into Monday. Monday and Tuesday still cool in the 40s. Wednesday, we're back to the 50s with rain building in. Thursday is our dry day, and that brings us back up to the 60s. Next weekend, quite mild outside. High temperatures in the low 70s with scattered showers and thunderstorms expected for us heading into the following week.
All right, Dana, thanks so much. And thanks so much for joining us. Good night, everyone.